Briley. I'm a contributor at Juicebox DAO, and today I'm going to be going over the main differences between Juicebox and GoFundMe when it comes to launching a campaign for your charity or nonprofit. We're going to look at the advantages and disadvantages in terms of fees, funding models, rewards, global reach, payout time, and customization. And even though we're comparing Juicebox to GoFundMe, it's not one or the other. The best option for most campaigns is to also launch on Juicebox so that you can accept payments in ETH. Fundraisers on GoFundMe are free to launch and not subject to any platform fees, but donors can add an optional tip to GoFundMe when contributing. Campaigns on Juicebox are also free to launch, but any funds withdrawn are subject to a 2.5% fee. Because Juicebox is community-owned, any fees paid will earn you JBX tokens. These tokens allow you to actively participate in Juicebox DAO governance and shape the future of Juicebox. In other words, the community that uses Juicebox also owns Juicebox. It's worth noting that while creating a project on Juicebox.money is free, Ethereum network fees could cost $100 or more when launching a project. This will change down the road though as Juicebox expands to layer 2 chains like Arbitrum and Polygon. Although launching a campaign is free on GoFundMe, all payments are subject to a transaction fee of 2.9% plus 30 cents per pledge. In contrast, Juicebox does not take a cut of any payments that are made to your project. That said, it's worth noting that because Juicebox is built on Ethereum, supporters will be responsible for paying a transaction fee when contributing to your project. This fee could amount to $20 or more depending on network congestion, but it's important to remember that the gas fees are network fees and do not benefit Juicebox in any way. Next, let's talk about funding models. Campaigns on GoFundMe allow project creators to set a goal and keep the funds they raise, regardless if they meet their goal or not. Both Juicebox and GoFundMe offer indefinite campaign lengths, but Juicebox offers 3 different ways to manage funds with the flexibility to pause payments or offer refunds if needed. With Juicebox, project settings are locked for a period of time that you decide. This is called a cycle. This could be 3 days, 14 days, 1 month, whatever you set it to be. If you want your fundraiser to last 8 weeks, you could set your cycle to 8 weeks and decide on payouts, which are like your fundraising goal. Juicebox lets you set payouts in 3 different ways. The first option is limited, which lets you withdraw only a set amount each cycle. This gives 100% guarantee to backers that you can't withdraw more than that fixed limit. So if you set up a limited payout of 2 ETH and you end up raising 3 ETH, you can only withdraw 2 ETH for that cycle. The remaining 1 ETH could be redeemed by backers by burning their tokens for ETH, but if nobody redeems, then the surplus ETH will stay in the project and can be used for future cycles. You can think of limited payouts as an anti-scam mechanism for backers because the project owner can't just disappear with all the funds. You know how much they can withdraw each cycle. Limited payouts are a great option for campaigns that want to grow with their backers. You can set new goals as you reach new milestones while giving your supporters full transparency along the way. The second option is unlimited, which lets you withdraw as much ETH as you raise with no fixed limit. With payouts set to unlimited, backers cannot get money back during that cycle. This can be changed by setting payouts to none in a future cycle, which gives backers the option to get refunds by redeeming their tokens. Unlimited payouts are a great option for fundraisers that don't have a set goal and want to raise as much money as possible, but this can also present some risk to potential supporters. The last option is none, which means that none of your project's ETH can be withdrawn in that cycle. All of the ETH will stay in the project, which gives backers the freedom to redeem their tokens for ETH and get their money back at any time. This can be changed in a future cycle if you want to withdraw the funds. Setting payouts to none is useful for campaigns that want to give backers the option to get a refund whenever they want. Moving on, the next category that we'll look at is rewards. So if backers meet a certain funding criteria, they can receive perks. Crowdfunding campaigns that use rewards often have a higher success rate than those that don't, because they create incentives for a variety of backers to support your project at different price points. GoFundMe does not allow any use of rewards for donations made to campaigns. On Juicebox, you can offer as many reward tiers as you like using NFTs. These NFT rewards can be listed at any price and be represented by an image, GIF, or video. You can choose to set a limited or unlimited supply for each tier. So, for example, you can make higher tiers more exclusive with only 10 available versus more accessible lower tiers with 100 available. Supporters can contribute as many times as they'd like, with no contribution limit, and can receive multiple rewards if they choose. Juicebox also offers advanced tokenomic features like setting aside tokens for team members and creating incentives for early supporters and long-term holders. If you'd like to learn more about Juicebox tokenomics, be sure to check out Part 1 and Part 2 of our tokenomics tutorial. The next category that we'll talk about is global reach. While GoFundMe is limited to just 19 countries, primarily in North America and Europe, Juicebox is fully permissionless, meaning that you can launch a project from anywhere worldwide while attracting backers from across the globe. Whether you're an individual, a nonprofit organization, a company, or a DAO, Juicebox welcomes everyone with open arms. As long as you have an internet connection, you can use Juicebox.money. Payout time is critical for charity and personal emergency campaigns, like those seeking funds for medical expenses. GoFundMe withdrawals take an average of 2 to 5 business days for funds to be deposited into the bank account on file. It's worth noting that you must first connect a bank account before being able to receive funds, which could take 3 to 7 business days or longer to complete. Juicebox, on the other hand, offers you complete control over your funds. You can send payouts from your project at any point during the cycle as long as this follows the rules that you set. For example, if you had a project with a 14-day cycle and limited payouts of 10 ETH, you could make a single withdrawal or multiple smaller transactions anytime up to the total limit of 10 ETH. If you opt for unlimited payouts, there are no limits to how much you can withdraw during the cycle. Last but not least, let's explore customization options for your campaign. Campaign pages on GoFundMe display the location of your bank as well as the project title up to 35 characters, a description, and a cover image. With Juicebox, you can set a display picture, a banner image, and a description that captures the essence of your initiative. You can also customize your project URL with an Ethereum name service address, adding a unique touch to your campaign. Project pages on Juicebox are going to get even juicier with some exciting updates in store from the front-end team at Peel. Stay tuned for a brand new project page layout, along with a revamped checkout experience, the ability to post updates as your project progresses, and markdown formatting and images in your project description. Alright, so we've covered a lot of differences between GoFundMe and Juicebox. I think what makes Juicebox unique is the ability to set rules to build trust, like limits on how much can be withdrawn during a cycle, as well as the flexibility to accept contributions worldwide and offer NFT rewards to donors. Accepting payments in ETH on Juicebox also provides exposure to a new audience for your campaign. However, it's always important to remember that ETH is a volatile asset, so please do your own research thoroughly to understand the associated risks of cryptocurrencies and smart contracts. If you're not sure which way to go for your campaign, consider launching your campaign on Juicebox in addition to GoFundMe. By launching your project on GoFundMe and supplementing it with crypto crowdfunding on Juicebox, you can leverage the benefits of both worlds. Thanks so much for watching this video on GoFundMe versus Juicebox. If you want to stay on top of the latest happenings in the Juicebox ecosystem, make sure to subscribe to our newsletter, which I'll link in the description at subscribepage.io/juicenews. If you have any questions or want to introduce yourself and a project that you're planning to launch, make sure to join the Juicebox Discord community at discord.gg/juicebox. You can also book a one-on-one onboarding session at juicebox.money/contact.